friends. I'm Dr. Shahid, sharing with you ABC, whatever I know, and just responding to your questions also. I'm thankful to my friends who are giving me feedbacks and warm response with very sensitive kind of questions also. The people asked me that as a student of psychology, you give us what is the psychological causes of uh, this disparity in the Islamic religions and the Abrahamic religions and Christian religion and Jewish religion. Question is this that if you want to ask a question, it is very easy if you pinpoint the basic factor. We are human beings. We have to say what are human being, what are individual differences in the human being. Number two, what is God, and how he is communicating with his people for their direction and sending prophets. What is the psychology of prophets and how he communicates through us, and what is the reaction of these people to whom these prophets are sent. So I have to go step by step. I have jotted down certain point also, and in this respect, keep in mind one thing. Psychologically, when there is a problem, solution is hidden within that problem. So if you analyze the problem, then those factors which are you are not controlling or you are not working, they are out of order and you are not getting to your solution. So if you want to learn these things, you should be very objective. You should not have any predisposition. You should not see from the angle of any religion and your past training. You should only just see what are the what is God and what is He has sent the books. You should pay attention to the books. What is the order? Is it the order the same, which is continuing from the start of Adam till last prophet? And what is the common factor in it? What God want actually? And what God says that what are we have some weaknesses that we need some kind of direction. And above all, if you go for the research, I have found certain clinical factors in human being, in their personality, which blocks the process of change within them. Because every person comes with his own individual, I may say, capacity, capability, IQ, and I may say insight. Now we have to see how he has gone through the process of his training, where the education has come, where the religion has come, and where the religion has been given application. Because religion, by saying or learning, it doesn't mean if you do not discipline with those principles, then religion is just like a story. We are taking it. Religion means you take those things in yourself and develop those characteristics, discipline, that human being is unique than the animal. If we are just keep on looking our wishes and wishes, and we say, oh, it is this and this, we have no time, and I can't do it. I have to have a self control. Then you cannot learn from these things. So please keep in mind that psychologically, you see, the and humanistic nature is very important. If you talk and train a person or a child, it has a different in that age effect. If you deal with that adolescent, it would be different. If it is an adult, then it is different. It is a poor, then it's different. It is a rich, then it is different. It is the old, that is different. The same message which you give these at various stages, it have a different kind of impact on that personality, and we have to see whether he has grasped it or he's just hearing this way and that way. Because these religious, I may say, God sent these prophets, and the message the same. He's one, follow this direction, follow the right path, don't be extremist, and have a control and don't become animal. And how you can control it? It is through the various kind of ethical moral values. So if we will go through this one, then every person will have the same effect. Now it depends upon who is teaching, when is teaching, in what condition one is teaching. Teaching means preaching. Preaching, if one is preaching, what is the personality of that preaching? Is it a soft person, listen, calm, cool, use logic? Then it has a different effect, and he has a feedback, and one may learn out it. But if he has a mission that I have to give this religion just for his personal point of view and interpreting the I may say, ayat from his own concept, from his own experiences, then he is misguiding the people. And if he is talking with some kind of model, it has a deep impact. Otherwise, if he is talking and talking and talking, and it is talking for the people, and otherwise he is not acting, so it won't affect on his, I may say, those people who are listening to him. So we have to see these things. And now then come where the problem appear, where the people have self assumptions, and they have such kind of judgment, and they look the religion and its ayat, its prophets on these Abrahamic religion, then it has a different thing. But if it's looking objectively, the common point, what is the common point, what is the common message, it is the same for every person. So there won't be any kind of discretion. Otherwise, there are, I am going to tell you, there are in the history of this religion, when these preacher, uh, they 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 used as preaching religion for the sake of their power, control over the people, and they assume that they have certain superpower. They mean fire won't touch. They can recommend a person for paradise because we have the power. And then one may say that I may say nobody can ask us any question because we are beyond questionable personality. So when these kind of things is appearing, then it has a different kind of effect on different kind of people. And then otherwise, what will happen? The same message given to, I may say, Ahle Kitab, Bani Israel, then I may say Al-Kitab, Bible, and then with the Quran, with the Muslim. Message same. You know what happened in this respect? God has said that Bani Israel was a special, my gifted kind of nation. But it is written in the Quran that I give him everything, whatever they needed. I took them from the Pharaoh slavery and give them the top position. But what happened with the passage time, whenever they make a promise, we will do act on it, they never do it. Rather, they oppose it. So I will just quote later on that how Hazrat Musa, he came, and every time he tried, they make various kind of, I may say, stories, and they derailed, and there was a lot of confrontation in that one, and God again then sent various kind of punishment to them. Now when I'm talking about this thing, then you just go that every person who has born, they have the same principle that God will ask them, given them the right direction. They don't follow, then there was punishment. They went. What happened during this process? When a prophet come and they give him, as I expressed in the past one, when the prophet give them the lesson and you should obey, what they do not obey God, they obeyed the, I miss the persona or personality of the prophet. So they start, they were derailed from monotheism. They develop, they become like a mushrik, associating with the God. So when, what happened psychologically, when the new prophet came, just to correct them, all those people who were previously followers, they turned against him. They said, we will only follow the religion of our fathers, forefathers, because they were right. They were this and this. They are not going to change it. Actually, what happened with the passage of time, when the assumption changed and that there were differences in the thing, that the God wanted to correct them. So there was a lot of fights at that time. So in this respect, the prophets have to face not only these people who have turned against it. They were called munafiq, they were called hypocrites. They play different kind of role. Then he has to face those people. You see the psychology of other side. The people who are arrogant, who have power, they are crazy of money. They crush every person who may going to control them. They are not going to correct their, I may say, discipline. They won't want to discipline. They want to only control the thing through hook, fair and foul means. So this is another party. I will just give you the certain personality in this respect, who has a blocked mind. In Quran it says, Summun bukmun umyun fahum yakalun. When if you give them a reasoning, they 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 listen, but it don't get into the mind. They won't observe it, and they won't like to think over it because they are controlled by their evil self, and they want to have a power. They have the temptation. They have a rivalry. The same thing which is coming one after other. So these prophets have to face this thing. So every time when they come, they explain to them, and then what happened in that respect? After this, then there appear very kind of sects, very kind of group. If you see, as a Moses, he came and give them the lesson, but they turn into 12 groups. So whenever they come, they ask their various kind of demands. Suppose when they ask that we want water, they no water, then the God give him. I will discuss after this that how miracle came and why, what is the purpose of miracle, and how this miracle has effect on these people, and how they behaved on it. What is the effect on these people, and what type of miracle God has sent from right from Adam till last prophet, even today.
الذين آمنوا ولم يلبسوا إيمانهم بظلم أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون. They who believe and do not mix their belief with injustice, those will have security, and they are rightly guided. وتلك حجتنا آتيناها إبراهيم على قومه نرفع درجات من نشاء إن ربك حكيم عليم.
And that was our conclusive argument which we gave Abraham against his people. We raise by degrees whom we will. Indeed, your Lord is wise and knowing.
ووهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب كلا هدينا ونوحا هدينا من قبل ومن ذريته داود وسليمان وأيوب ويوسف وموسى وهارون وكذلك نجزي المحسنين.
And we gave to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All of them we guided. And Noah we guided before. And among his descendants, David and Solomon and Job and Joseph and Moses and Aaron. Thus do we reward the doers of good.
وزكريا ويحيى وعيسى وإلياس كل من الصالحين.
And Zechariah and John and Jesus and Elias. And all were of the righteous.
وإسماعيل واليسع ويونس ولوطا وكلا فضلنا على العالمين.
And Ishmael and Elisha and Jonah and Lot. And all of them we preferred over the world.
ومن آبائهم وذرياتهم وإخوانهم واجتبيناهم وهديناهم إلى صراط مستقيم.
And some among their fathers and their descendants and their brothers, and we chose them and we guided them to a straight path.
ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من يشاء من عباده ولو أشركوا لحبط عنهم ما كانوا يعملون.
That is the guidance of Allah, by which He guides whomever He wills of His servants. But if they had associated others with Allah, then worthless for them would be whatever they were doing.